I'm Diane Gysin at Healing Bodies, Healing Souls, and I am privileged to be in front of an amazing woman who is also one of my clients. So, Amy, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amy Pacheco. I'm 42 years old from Oakland, California, and I've been
Mhm.
working with Diane for off and on for several years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we just talked that you'd come in one time in my office.
hmm
Do you remember what had you show up that day?
Yeah, I was in a particularly really hard spot in my
Mhm.
life. I was really like in the middle of a situation I could not figure out, and I had gone to a traditional therapist and tried to talk it out. It didn't lead anywhere. I was really, really desperate for help, and I found you online, and you were right
Good.
in my same town that I was working in at the time. So I drove over, I think, on a lunch break, and I really loved your office. It was
Thank you.
just really had a great feel to it, and I didn't know very much yet about energy and meditation, and
Mhm.
so it was definitely a new experience for me. But I got really great relief and pretty much the answers I was looking for at that time.
Beautiful. And so then you circled around a few years later.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
remember why?
it seems like every stage of growth I go to,
Yeah.
I realize how important it is to have a mentor or a guide, just somebody who is on the outside of all the craziness going on in life, who can really just talk you through
hmm
that next level of how to grow in the direction you're trying to get to, and kind of get out of your own way and figure things out. And you are that person. You've been that person for me quite a few times.
Thank you. Thank you. And so when we first started for me transitioning into Zoom, and it wasn't because of the virus.
hmm
It was because I love that right now that you're in front of a camera, you can see yourself.
hmm
The Zoom is recorded, and I gift you the recording so you can really watch it and take really good notes and be the observer to yourself. So, what's the difference between being in my office and now having the Zoom and the recording?
Yeah, I liked the Zoom initially anyways because I have sort of a space in my home that I created that was very comfortable,
Yeah.
and I already was had a meditation and yoga practice, and I used that space to meet with you on my laptop, and I really loved that.
hmm
And then the recordings are just really mind blowing. So mind blowing. The
Yeah.
body language does not lie. The energy does not lie. And then I also feel like my skill set in reading energy and reading the body language has gotten that much better,
hmm
because I can look back at myself and I can see, oh my gosh, there's that resistance. When she explains it to you, it's kind of like, well, maybe I'm resisting, maybe I'm not. I kind of want to argue about it, but I look at my face and I look at my body language, and it's all over the place. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of freaking out.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, you have to be honest with yourself. But yeah, it matches what's going on inside, 100%. So
Yeah.
having the Zoom, it's literally like having a mirror in front of you, and just like anything else you would practice, you want to see yourself for feedback. So I like it.
Good. Some of my clients want to argue with me because I may tell them that they're triggered and they're like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, well, again, when you watch this clip, take it back 10 minutes and you will see it. So that recording in itself is amazing. And also because you are also a mom,
hmm
a wife,
Yeah,
a business owner,
yeah,
a manager,
yeah.
along with a lot of other things.
hmm
So the Zoom is just easier
Yeah.
in the long run, especially for business successful people.
hmm I
So,
agree. I'm in my office right now, so this works for me. We've had quite a few sessions straight from my office. I try not to be in the car. I feel like that's not
yeah,
really the right space. But either at my home or here in the office, it's really convenient.
yeah. So now if somebody was like kind of on the fence, because my style is unique, I have over 20 different modalities and certificates. And I'm nice, but I'm also very upfront when I hold space for people.
Yeah.
And so if somebody was kind of on the fence, wondering if I would be somebody that could listen to them well and guide them, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say to stay really open-minded.
Yeah.
I can promise you, after many, many sessions, Diane definitely has your best interest in mind. Her only goal is to lead you in the right direction, to help you. Ultimately, you have to be responsible for your own solutions and how your outcome turns out from the session or thereafter is 100% on you. She lends her good energy, her guidance, but at the end of the day, you really have to take that responsibility. So the directness is just a way of, to me, it's more like precision.
Yeah.
So we're not beating around the bush. I know working with Diane because I can feel her spirit is just very clear. So she doesn't have an agenda. She's not trying to twist and turn to make you fit into a box for herself. It's
Yeah.
She's finding precisely where you're uncomfortable and trying to show you that that's where you really should lean in and explore further. Because if it really was open and free in that area of your life, you wouldn't be having those negative feelings. And again, um, we have to remember that everything's a projection of our what's going on inside. So if you see Diane as a mean, too direct person, I would never call you mean, but
Yeah.
I also have a similar personality. I'm very
Yeah.
straight up with people, and sometimes it rubs the wrong way. But I promise it's always coming from a good place because I want people to grow, and I know Diane wants me to grow. So you just
Yep.
have to keep that in mind.
Yep. Do you remember the last hypnotherapy session we did?
I do. I was
That was
right here in my
amazing.
office.
Yeah. 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 Relaxed, beautiful, soft,
Hmm.
opening, um, transformational.
Yes,
You were able to go deep.
very quickly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt safe. I didn't fall out of my chair or anything
That's
crazy,
right.
but I became very relaxed. I
Yeah.
think my favorite part about those sessions, and I think we did a smaller one a while back,
Hmm.
and the way that you call in the support from the spiritual side is so
Yeah.
cool. Um, and I feel like that feelings have stayed with me. So I feel supported.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I feel supported in life in areas where I used to feel uh, a lot of isolation or like I'm just alone and figuring things out. I
Hmm.
know better now,
Yeah.
and it's because of those sessions.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Because in truth, we're never alone.
Right.
A lot of people think that,
Mm-hmm.
but that's also fear from childhood, a little bit
Yes.
of abandonment issues and pain and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to break through that, because even though we're both adult women, we are still processing through childhood.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. A lot of the subjects we trace back to
Yeah.
childhood, and I'm not afraid to go there. I know it's where things start.
Yeah.
And as well, I lost my mother 17 years ago. So I've been without
Yeah.
a guide almost, right? Moms are awesome for
Hmm.
giving advice and just being a loving, supporting support system.
Hmm.
And I didn't have a dad growing up either, and he passed away several years ago. So I've really literally been on my own.
Hmm.
And then to learn that I have more support than I've ever known my entire life
Yeah.
and for the rest of my life is really feels really good.
Have you noticed a shift and a change in parenting your children?
I do, yeah. I do. I feel more like I want to be involved. They're older
Yeah.
now. My daughter's 22 and my son's 16. So they have their own lives and of course they don't want me involved in everything, but I feel I realize that I have such a good influence on them. And
Yes.
so it's really not just about parenting and getting my way. It's how do I shape them? How do I
Bingo.
guide them?
Yeah.
Because ultimately I want them to be grown, autonomous, successful people as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then no matter what they do, I want them to always feel the same support and love, whether I'm here or not, because we're never guaranteed tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I would like them to know what I know about the universe
Hmm.
and how good it is to
Hmm.
live this life.
You know, the beautiful part of this moment is your children are watching you at your age right now. And then when they get up to your age, they're going to remember the essence of who you are, and that
Hmm.
is going to be their guide.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
That's the reason I got into this.
yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate you and I adore you.
Thank you.
So thank you.